Yeah, like one of my growers, I just delivered fertilizer to him last night, and he was getting potassium acetate, and he was getting boron. It was enough for, I want to say, 50 acres of each. Okay. And how he's doing it, he's actually doing a 75-acre test.
Okay.
Okay, so he's doing 25 with just potassium acetate, 25 with the mix, and then 25 just with boron.
Okay.
I mean, but I think of their whole operation, that 75 acres that they're testing on would probably be, let's just say 10% of their acres.
Okay.
Okay. I guarantee if corn was a little higher, they probably would have done it on 30% or even 50% of the acres. Absolutely. Right?
Oh, dude. So I didn't run that plane pass on all my acres this year.
Yep.
I ran it on acres I would have the highest that based off the past, the history of the last 2 years, did a lot of trial work. It's like, okay, this is where I saw it pay the highest. I'm going to and these are the areas I didn't see as much ROI. So that when times are low, here's my application. I know what to do with it, and I know where to do it.
Yep.
And no one can tell you that better than yourself. There is not a retail salesman out there that knows your property better than you do.
No.
If so, that'd be a very strange anomaly.
Yep.
But
yep.
Maybe you're an agronomist, or probably hopefully you're an agronomist. Honestly, man, if my agronomist, I know a lot of agronomists that know ground better than the farmer.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Purely just more time spent walking the field.
Yep.
The farmer's out there doing all these things, and he delegates the job of, say, scouting to his agronomist.
Yep.
His agronomist probably has the best idea. That's why we hire agronomists, to do that job for us. And that's one thing. Say we're looking at cutting costs. What are we going to cut costs? Are you going to cut your agronomist? Maybe that's a conversation. I think that's the last thing you should cut, because, dude,
believe it or not, if you've been with your agronomist for a while,
yep,
and you get their concepts and understand it, if you're learning through that process, hopefully there is a time that if you just need somebody to do. So the part I get to is like my grower that's been with me the longest. He understands the concepts. There's times that his name's James. Love him to death. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not going to lie. He's the one that's helped me guide my path of soil nutrition, right? Every year has a unique problem. And I would say those meetings, we actually had one 2 days ago. We sat in 3 fields for 3 hours talking about next year's plan. Okay. I don't see that as like a crop scout situation. That was me as an agronomist helping him with a problem situation and how to solve it for the future. But like crop scouting, I mean, a farmer knows when there's weeds out there, when stuff needs sprayed. I mean, overall, I think if you're learning through that process, which is crazy because I'm an agronomist saying this, right? But I think that's my goal. And maybe it's because I was a teacher first, that I feel like I should be teaching myself out of a job.
Yeah, sure.
Like, that's what I feel like. I'm not saying that as a farmer you'd ever make that decision.
Well, helping me learn the things that you look for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there will be times you're not able to see, or maybe I'm at a different part of the field working on a waterway, and I see something.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, hey, I learned about this one time. But, man, I know several agronomists that went from agronomy into farming. An opportunity happened back on their farm. They were able to take over the farm. Mm-hmm. You know what they did? They hired an agronomist. Like, I know I got 2 names in my mind that this happened to. They hired an agronomist. And I'm like, why? You are one. He's like, because when you realize the power of having someone, dude, it's almost like a partnership.
A lot of truth to that.
Because, I mean, dude, I've called you before where I knew the answer, and you've told me you know the answer. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Man, that has value.
Yeah.
It really does. And say whatever your agronomist costs times acres you have them scouting, okay, let's say $10 an acre on 1,000 acres, $10,000.
Yep.
Okay, if you're looking at budgets and you see a $10,000 line and you're like, ooh, 10 grand. Look at everything on your budget. I hope you're looking at a budget. I really do. Look at the value spend, value add, value save on each line item. Like where does this pan out? And I'm a big advocate for agronomists, a good one that has your best interests in mind and not the, ag retailer or any company specifically. Because I've gotten very fortunate to know some really good agronomists. You're one of them. And they are able to look at many different operations using different practices, different modes of actions, different delivery methods. Some guys have strip till, some guys are no-till, sometimes are liquid, some guys are anhydrous, dry. I mean, they see an entire expanse where I go, hey man, I'm really looking at doing this, making this shift in my operation. Have you seen anyone in my area do this effectively, and what was the learning curve they had? I have gotten great value in looking at, sometimes it's made me not do something. Like, oh, yeah, I had not thought of that. I was not aware of that. I am not going to go that direction now. And man, if farmers can learn to value that, just that right there, like, man, that is so valuable on an operation, because those kind of things are what's going to really pull you through the hard times. Is, do I spend money on fungicide? So you got $20 an acre on 1,000 acres of corn. Okay, that's $20,000, half the cost of your agronomist.
Yeah.
Now, what if your agronomist can walk and be like, hey man, you do have a disease. You do have a disease. 500 acres has a threshold that's worth spraying. Half of it does not.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Half saved just paid for your agronomist for the year. And what else value add is he going to bring you?
Yep.
And this is assuming people have a good one. Guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.